show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, today I want to talk about Lil Zay Osama. This is pretty old. Recently he released something on his Instagram story, a message to everybody on his Instagram story, and I want to talk about it for a few reasons. One of the reasons is we talk about this all the time on this platform, where I tell people don't wait until it's too late to realize that them friends you call your friends ain't gonna be there when you going through them hard times. Right? When you get locked up and you arrested, and them people that was with you busting it up in the clubs, they was acting like they was sliding with you, they was there with you because everything was good. But then when them hard times come and you actually realize, yo, all I got is myself. Sometimes, if you got a girl, your mom's, but in actuality, you only have yourself. Them people, they not gonna be around. And I think Lil Zay Osama has finally realized that, but guess what? At this point, it's too late. So a lot of times I try to put that message out there so guys don't have to go through this first, so they can avoid being in prison. Avoid going to jail numerous of times, risking their lives. You got kids out here. It's just all bad. And then, like I said, you realize it's too late where nobody's doing anything for your kid. Nobody's putting money on your books. All you got is yourself. So I want to talk about that today, and we're going to talk about the message that he actually put out there. And I think we could all agree that Lil Zay Osama been going through it, man. He went to New York. He left a weapon with a switch attachment in the car. He was still going back and forth with that case. Then the most recent case with the whole Benny the Jeweler stuff, we actually did a video on that as well. But somehow, some way, he ended up in the same car that was involved in that whole, situation where they said that $1 million chain was taken from the Diamond District. Pretty much somebody set Benny the Jeweler up. And it looks like all fingers was pointing back to him, allegedly. I don't want to say that. I don't want to put nothing on anybody's name that don't need to be put on there. I know he's still fighting it, I think. But $1 million chain was taken, and Lil Zay Osama was found in possession with that chain, that same chain, and inside the vehicle that was used, apparently, to commit the crime. So, like I said, it's safe to say, and that was kind of messed up because a lot of people, if you paid attention and you seen what was going down around the time that he was accused of it, he actually had pictures with Benny. They showing love to each other. They on videos. Actually, if you go on his page, I don't know if he deleted it by now. He probably did, but him and Benny was taking pictures together. Oh, that's my boy. It's crazy. That's why I tell people all the time, watch who you have in your surroundings. You never know who's who and what's what. Unless you done been friends with that person for 10 years or sometimes even them people. The back door is always open. You gotta be on point. But anyway, before we get into this, hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Now let's get into it. Now, Lil Zay Osama would take to his Instagram story with a message, as he would say, quote, "I'ma stand on all 10. I can't fold or bend. I'ma always remain me. I'm comfortable with the skin I'm in. Real N-words never told. Take that ish on the chin. Everybody silent until you go to jail. Remember that. 100 emoji. I've been in this ish alone, but I'ma always come out on top." And he put the little prayer hand. Now, what that seems to me is, and I see this all the time, trust me, with somebody, they go to jail, then they start with these tweets and these posts and these Instagram stories about, standing on all 10 and being, stand up, not telling. First of all, these are things that you shouldn't do in the first place. So I don't know if it just sounds cool, but at the end of the day, when you're a street guy, you in these streets, you talking about street stuff, and this is stuff that's expected of you. You're not supposed to do that, period. But then he talks about, people not being there for him as much as they say they are. Well, let me tell y'all one thing, right? And this is the problem that a lot of people in the street actually has. Everybody's going to say they're loyal. Everybody's going to say they're solid. They're going to be there. But you don't know somebody until their integrity is tested, right? I say that all the time. You do not know somebody until their integrity is tested. Somebody's always going to say they never going to snitch. Somebody's always going to say, oh, I got you forever. But guess what? You don't know that until they put in a position to actually be held accountable. That's why it kills me when certain guys be like, oh, nah, I know my boy loyal. He would never do this. You don't know that. You don't know that. You calling him loyal, but he was never put in a situation to be disloyal. You see what I'm saying? He was never tested. So you don't know if he's loyal or not until you really good. Let me tell you, it's easy to be on the streets. It's easy to be out here saying, oh, I will never do this. It's easy because you're never put in a position to actually jeopardize any of that. So anybody that haven't been to jail with you or none of that, it's easy for them to say what they will do until they're actually put in a position where they have to. So how would you call somebody loyal if their loyalty was never tested? You see what I'm saying? It just don't make sense, man. But I think right now, Lil Zay Osama is in the phase where, like I said, I've been there as well. You in the phase where you thought everything was going to be one way. You thought the guys that was there with you was going to hold you down. Sometimes you do. You get one or two that actually hold you down. But it don't account for the hundreds of people you held down when you was able to. And a lot of people are just there for the ride. And he's actually starting to witness that. He's starting to realize that. But once again, I always try to stress this point. Sometimes when it's too late, it's nothing you can do. Just like with the O-Block case. When they found out that TZ actually lied to them. Right? When they said that, oh, Duck was chasing me with guns, he was doing this, X, Y, and Z. He lied to them all because of the female that they was both messing with. So these guys pretty much crashed out all because this man had a personal gripe with the next man over a female. So they said when it happened, when they actually found out that he was lying when he called them, they looked back at him in the courtroom. But guess what? Too late. It's too late. Now these guys facing football numbers. So like I said, man, at the end of the day, know what y'all getting into before you get into it, especially with the streets. Don't depend on nobody. When Lil Zay Osama actually comes out, if he does, if they allow him to see the light of day again, in which I'm pretty sure they probably would if he get a good lawyer or whatever. But if he does, I just hope he changes. He actually gets to see. Usually it takes, let me tell you, a CEO told me this. He said some people get it with a brick, some people get it with a feather, right? Sometimes it takes a person to go to jail one time and they got it. They never going back because they experienced how it was and they do not want to feel that ever again. But then you got the hard-headed ones that keep getting into trouble, and sometimes it take them 2, 3, 4, 5 times going to jail. It depends. But like I said, hopefully he get it. Some people never do. But it looked like this time he actually got it. He's realizing that them same people that was all in his face while he was out, when it's actually time to depend on them, you can't. And what a lot of people don't understand is out of sight, out of mind. That's something you learn quick when you in jail. Once you out of sight, you pretty much out of mind. You realize how easy it is for people to forget about you in such short time. So like I said, some people get it, some people don't. It is what it is. Let's see where he goes from here. I haven't really seen, what's crazy too, which is the crazy part. I haven't really seen too many people say free Lil Zay Osama. The people all I'm gonna say is the people we expect to do it. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, so it is what it is. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.